If we take them and stack them and then just cut them into strips. I've got 3 or 4, 5 slices stacked on top of each other. There we go. You have an instantaneous matchstick cut. But one step further, let's just turn it 90 degrees. And the same thing. So then and there we go, an effortless fine dice. You can do that for garnish, you can do that for a lot of different applications. Now, a couple different things we can do with this carrot here. Let's say we want a little bit thicker of a slice. I like cutting it at a bias because you can get a lot of surface. There's a little bit thicker, and you can do, like I said, you can do a batonnet like that. Which is nice for a mixed vegetable. You can also use it for a crudité. But there again, without even pulling out an electric machine, imagine that these days, then turn it 90 degrees, and if you want a soup cut, there we go, a quick and easy soup dice. There's another thing you can do with this. Cutting like this is a full bias, but if you have your carrot, cut it in half like that, and you can do a half bias like this. It's also a nice cut for a mixed vegetable, for a dip, for a lot of different applications. So there you go, a full bias or a half bias, like that. Okay, here with celery, we can do a lot of the same things. Take it at an angle. There's a nice Chinese cut. Also, sometimes a Chinese cut would be cutting it at an angle like that. Great for stir fry, like that. See, I'm just kind of shaving it down. Okay, once again, I've got a celery I want to do like a soup cut. So if I was going to do a medium dice, I'd cut it into strips. Might only just cut it into 2 strips like that. Turn it 90 degrees and so right there we have a nice dice. It'll go good with the diced onions and the diced carrots for a soup. If I was going to do, let's say, a minced celery for a chicken salad, same thing. You just, a lot of the times if you just make a lot of cuts in length, you have an effortless mince. So there we go. I have a lot of very long, narrow cuts. Turn it 90 degrees. And once again, I'm anchoring the knife right there, and I'm kind of pushing forward in my slicing motion. That keeps the knife on the table, on the cutting board. Once again, if you're doing large amounts, cut all the strips in one direction first, and then mince or dice. It just makes it neater and it goes faster. There you go. A nice, quick, easy minced celery with the minced onions for a chicken salad, a tuna salad, something like that. Now, got some squash here. Repetition of learning is a great teacher. So much like with the carrots, if I wanted to do a bias cut, I would just take them like this. And there we go. I don't think with squash I'd cut it too thin, but there's a nice bias cut. I can do a half bias cut by cutting it in half, and a lot of times what that will do is it'll anchor it on the table a little easier for you. If I wanted to do a short batonnet cut, there we go, very quickly like that. Now, same thing I could do with the yellow squash. There we go. Nice cut. And then if I want to do several at a time to speed things up, I can stack them like we did with the carrots, or do them individually. There we have like that. There's also another way that's similar to what we did with the celery, and this works good with cucumbers too. Slice them in long planks, and I've got about, the last one I want to be careful with because they move around quite a bit. So here we have it cut into planks. Let's stack them, and then simply a few long slices like that. Turn it 90 degrees, and for this would be great for a ratatouille. And you can simply adjust how thick you want your dice, how thick your planks are, and how wide your slices are. So there we go. A nice diced squash to go along with your celery, onions, and carrots for soup, or many other applications. So once again, a quick slicing and dicing class. Bonjour.